Hi guys, this is Jean Holden, producer of the show, and I just wanted to take a minute to let you know where you can find us on the internet. Please go to ThatMan on Fatman.com. There you can find out all the things you need to know about the show. You'll be able to find links to the podcast, to YouTube, to Twitter, Facebook, even Instagram and Snapchat. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Today's show is brought to you by Death Wish Coffee. Death Wish Coffee, the strongest coffee in the world.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and I want to urge you to make a generous donation to the Wayne Foundation so we can stop the sexual trafficking of children. Do it, or I'll find you.
And don't forget to check out our good friend of the show, Mark Live, over at chundertunes.com for all your podcast animation needs. ThatMan on Fatman is recorded with a Zoom H6 handy recorder. Zoom for creators.
Disclaimer. The show you're about to experience is for entertainment purposes only. The host used mature language and conversation just like in most of life. If you're too uptight, this might not be for you. All that said, we really do hope you enjoy the show. But if you don't enjoy it, expect a nice big shipment of my joyous Joker juice on your doorstep in the very near future. Toodles!
As the world's biggest Kevin Smith fan, I appreciate the fact that somebody finally made a podcast about that interesting motherfucker. So, yes, you absolutely did the right thing. It was smart. I appreciate it. I think you were right to do that.
Okay, what has two thumbs and is a huge fan of Kevin Smith? ThatMan!
Yes, I am that man.
What are we going to do about the pancake master?
We need a costumed vigilante is what we need. Justice can't be served unless it's being fought outside the system.
Here's what we're going to do, eh?
Oh, shit. It's that man. Who is he? He's that man. He's talking. What should we do?
Oh, there he goes by in the Thatmobile.
The what? That mobile, his car. Go get him, that man.
Well, once upon a time, a regular man read a book written by the Fat Man. Tough shit, written by old Kev Smith. Kev said go out and start a podcast, and so I did, and I had a real blast. But my obsession was driving my co-host nuts. Didn't want to bring the podcast down. Needed Porkchop Murphy to hang around. So I created a new show with one heck of a plan, and I'd call that show ThatMan on Fatman, because we're going to chat about Kevin Smith. That's right, let's talk about old Kev Smith. Hey everybody, and welcome to this episode 3-17 of ThatMan on Fatman. I am Scott Holden, and sitting here with me this evening, I'm already off to a rocky start. I have a toothache. Sitting here in the studio, the slowly getting cleaner studio, is none other than co-host extraordinaire and producer extraordinaire, Jean Holden.
Hi, guys.
Lemonade. No, I don't know.
Lemonade.
Isn't that what women just say to each other now?
I guess.
They say, be lemon.
Be lemon.
Be lemon, girl. I'm saying that to you because I saw you in the street. I don't know what this accent is, but I'm going to stop it. I have no place.
No, you're not a sister.
It's the toothache. It's making me speak in tongues. I'm like speaking in foreign tongues. I was just saying to Jean before a philosophy I've had. There are two areas of the body that when they hurt, your whole life just changes, and that's your teeth and your asshole. When you're experiencing pain in either of those places, like, they just cause your whole world to stop.
Right.
So.
Right. They consume everything.
Yeah. But on today's show, our guest segment is recorded, I want to say a week or so ago. I think maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. Somewhere in there. was none other than at Super Dave Mater
Yes.
on the Twitters, Dave Mater, who I spent some time with when I went up to the Great White North, up in Canada.
He was your host.
He was my host, and it was so cool. I kind of put him through like a bit of a up and down. Is it on? Is it off? Because, to plan that, everything depended on Scott Thompson.
Right.
And so we had to plan around him, and so those plans changed a lot. And this was to film Scott for the documentary we're making. What's a Podcast?
Yes.
You can go and check out the Twitter account for that at Podcast Movie, or check them out on IMDb. Just Google What's a Podcast Movie, IMDb, somewhere in there, and you can find it. But yeah, so Dave was my host, but beforehand, like, he just had to experience what it's like to have ever-changing plans.
Right.
So.
And you got to meet Scott Thompson too.
Yes, he did, and we had a good time. He was a really cool guy. We got to podcast on his show, which is, God, I can always see it's Trivial Debates.
Trivial Debates.
It throws me because it's the name because of Trivial Pursuit's the game, obviously,
right?
And the logo sort of is reminiscent of that. So. Yeah, so we went up to Canada and had a good time. Also, while I was up there, Midnight Smoke materialized. That was a nice pun. None other than Steve the Knight from the Mr. BS show.
He always gives me a smile when I see that.
Yeah, and if you listen closely, who knows? I have a feeling those two may be working together more in the future because they had never met, but their proximity isn't that far. From each other.
Like a connection there.
Yeah. So
cool.
I have a feeling they're going to be buddies, or maybe they already are. I mean, but they definitely hung out at VASHL at the big gathering. So it was very cool. So
they're BFFs now.
Yes, BFFs, and we introduced them.
Oh, I feel
so someday when they get married, we can say that we were
important. That's so cool.
We could say we were the ones that introduced them, or I was really.
You were.
But it was very cool. I was glad that all. I mean. That was very cool. And we'll see Steve again.
Steve the Knight.
Yes, when we go to Vegas. Vegas. God, I should have sounds queued up
Vegas,
for that kind of thing.
Baby.
Like, what would work? Well. No, this doesn't really work for Vegas, does it?
No. We need like Britney Spears for Vegas.
Really? Oh, you know the other thing I got to remember to do here? I got to turn that music off. I got to turn the speakers off when we...
Oh, yeah.
Because it fills the room with music. As you just said.
No, I'm just thinking about Britney. Ooh,
no.
Britney.
Brittany?
At Vegas.
I want to get her grunts. All those weird noises that she makes. Thank you very much. I'm here all weekend. And, yeah.
Baby.
I'm just getting this out of my system while I can. Yay. So, yeah. So before we get any further in the show, why don't we take a moment out for this week's SMed Lines.
This is Ben from the blog Indie Macusa with the SMed Lines Roundup for the 20th of June 2016. And if you want to meet the Clerks actor Scott Schiaffo, you can meet him at an intimate event on the July 2nd at the Foundry in Pennsylvania, an afternoon with Scott Schiaffo. You can find details of this event on Facebook. And there's big news from indie filmmakers Old Reeky Media, who have made a number of Kevin Smith-based products, including the upcoming feature film Shooting Clerks. And you can find on iTunes their podcast Smells Like Indie Spirit, where they talk in the trenches about indie filmmaking and how they've struggled to make the film. Also, they have announced that their second short film, Undercover Lover, which follows the life of Jason Mewes following the wildly successful Chasing Greedo, will be released in July, so we can look forward to that as part of the promotional activity they're taking part in ahead of Shooting Clerks itself. You can now support Old Reeky Media on their Patreon page as well. And I'd like to remind UK fans that Kevin is flying over for the Edinburgh Film Festival this week, where he'll be taking part in the Yoga Hosers screenings, as well as screening his new film Holidays, and also a Batman 66 screening and his own Evening With show. So that's a real treat for Edinburgh and UK fans. And finally, if you think you've got what it takes to be part of Comic Book Men Season 6, you can now apply to appear in the show at comicbookmencasting.com. That's the Smed Lines for this week.
And as usual, we want to thank Mr. Ben Gumry for preparing the Smed Lines era.
Ooh.
Do you like my presidential
I do.
Kennedy tone?
I do. I
Era.
always love that accent.
All right, so there you go. That's the Smed Lines for this week. We just did a long political rant that, you know what, after it was all done, it felt good to get out of my system,
Yes.
but I realized I don't think we're going to put that in the content of the show. However, maybe we'll put it somewhere, maybe on YouTube or something. I'll cut like a special bonus. That way, someone who wants to can go and find
As
it.
an extra.
Yeah,
A
as
bonus.
an extra. Otherwise, because everybody's, political, and you might piss this people off, blah, 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 so fine.
It's so hard to not be.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's our world
That's
now.
how we
It's
kind of open the
crazy.
discussion. Right now, things are fucking nuts.
It's crazy, right?
So if you're a kind of person who does agree and thinks that things are nuts and can handle a political discussion and kind of knows where we stand or can imagine where we
And
stand.
it's important to talk about it, guys.
Which
you
is
gotta
really
keep talking about it.
I mean, I'll say, I don't think any reality TV star should be made the president of the United States. So there you go.
God.
Anyway, some would argue that it already is that job, but I disagree.
Yeah.
But
like reality TV star
Actually, you know what?
Racist,
Go on over
sexist / womanizer.
Speaking of politics, without speaking of politics, I purposely started. I knew that I could very easily get Gene hooked on something, and it was like a slam dunk. I just lined up, episode 1, season 1 of Veep, and turned it on.
Oh my God, guys!
And she's
no,
ready to binge. She had a couple. She sucked down a couple of episodes. She's ready for more.
I love it.
So.
I love all the characters.
Yeah, we'll be catching up on all the Veep. I've
Julia
not made it through the first season, but I did like the show. It's just time, and then you get around to things. Yeah. Oh shit, what's the time now? Speaking of time, Game of Thrones will be on in a little bit, and we want to finish these bumps before that.
I'd like to give a shout out to Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who's like totally rocks my socks.
She's incredibly a good actress. She's very, very funny. Yes. She comes off as very smart and incredibly sexy.
Yes.
So
she's
all
an
these
awesome
things.
package of like goodness.
Yes. So we'll as we binge those down, probably by next week we'll be done and we'll be ready to talk Veep with anyone who cares. Also,
I get it though. I get like the enthusiasm that people have for it because it's so funny.
Here's one thing I want to say. No complaints about the way we dropped those episodes this week because how could anyone complain?
I think people liked it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And we want to thank those guys
are good shows too.
For helping cross promote those shows and all that good stuff.
Thanks,
I know
they
actually put a link on their episode. Is it 117 or 118? Whichever one is their most recent.
Yeah.
I think it's 117, but I want to say, no, I could be wrong. It might be 118, but it's the most recent.
Okay.
But, I mean, hey, if you've already subscribed here, you've heard them.
That's right.
And let us ask, please, folks, something that you can do for us.
Okay.
Please leave a review on iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
Tell everybody if you think the show is good.
Right.
If you think the show sucks, whatever. Just
review there.
make a mark.
Awesome.
Help us push up those stars. 5 stars are always a good thing. You can always just do 5 stars and not leave any vocal advice, but they tend to like the reviews.
That would be awesome.
Them in marketing, those kind of people who look at things like that. By they, that's who I mean.
It's really easy too.
And that's my crackly water bottle in the background, folks. I'm keeping myself well moisturized for you. Oh, cough button. Oh, well. Maybe next week. How you doing, sweetie? You dying over there? What's wrong?
I'm good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
I just need
are you
something
going
to
Lily
drink.
on me?
No.
Yeah, we have pets that are sick in the house right
Oh
now.
my
We've
God,
got a
my
cat that
babies.
seems like he's on his last legs.
And our dog
And-
usually like
but it's
throwing
weird
up.
because there was a
Baby
moment
cakes.
like about a week ago where I was like, you know what? Maybe he's going to be okay. And maybe I shouldn't have said that because it seems like he's taking a turn. And he's got this urge to want to run out of the house, which is like
to kind of
amazing.
like be like out in the wilderness.
It seems like that's what it is. It's like a primal urge to just. He's never gotten out this many times. Well, you're not even looking at him.
He's
quick. He's so light. He used to be fatty. Now he's not fatty.
He's
He's just
very
a big
vocal.
hairball.
He's very vocal about wanting to go like
very
outside.
purry. So
He wants to go out. He wants to be, out in the woods.
Yep.
And get eaten.
Speaking of out in the woods, no.
Woohoo.
Actually, Dave Mater's place is right by the big lake there. I can't remember which lake it is now.
Okay.
I think it's Ontario, but I could be wrong.
Lake Ontario. Oh.
Yeah, I believe it's Ontario.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's literally like, I can see Ontario from here. From his porch and stuff. I think I sent you a picture. Maybe I'll post it with this episode.
I know I got a picture of you at Niagara Falls.
Yes. Niagara Falls, the reason I'm giving the finger is just like it was cold. I know it sounds weird, but it was just cold enough to be irritating because it was snowing and raining kind of at the same time.
It was foggy, it seemed.
Yeah, and so by the time when we took this long, cold walk...
Poor sweetie.
Up and down this hill, and by the time we got there, I'm like, oh boy, wow, it's a big, there's a lot of water running off the side. Whoop-de-doo, I'm like, so. But rather jokingly, I held up my middle fingers to the falls, saying,
I know.
All this walking for this.
It was done very sarcastically.
Yes, it was. Done out of sarcasm and yes. The futility of having to walk all that long way. But actually, it was a lot of fun with those guys. And they got to hear me totally. They got to hear a little bit of what you get to hear all the time. When I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm like turning into Woody Allen.
Yeah, you get like...
I'm a grouse.
Grouse. Yeah, grouse.
Yeah, I'm a diva, I bitch.
You're my diva.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
well,
that's all right.
With all this tease, and the truth is I'm starting to get a fucking toothache flare up.
Are you?
Yeah, it's starting to come on. So, without any further ado, we'll kick this over to our interview with our buddy, Mr. Dave Mater. Here he comes.
And now, here's our guest.
Excellent.
And we would like to welcome everybody to the show right now, Mr. Dave Mater, our friend and buddy, and
our Canadian pal.
Yeah, who I actually I spent a weekend with.
Ooh,
we did.
Yes, up in Toronto, eh? Or what actually is your neighborhood again? I'm sorry.
I live in Burlington.
Burlington, and
he was very, very good to you.
Yes, he was a huge.
He was a wonderful
support
host.
And host, and
wonderful guy.
Yeah, we filmed Scott Thompson up there.
We're happy for our friend.
And I took you to Niagara Falls.
Yes, he did. That was the worst part of the trip.
Oh, come on.
Well,
That's where people go
it was just such weird weather. It was like it's that spring. Like, is it going to be cold? Is it going to be warm?
Really
and it was kind of both.
Yeah, it was kind of both. It was not a pleasant day.
Yeah. Kevin was just up there too. I saw all his pictures, and it brought me right back.
Yeah, he was there for some nice weather, though. Yeah, he was in
beautiful weather.
He was in Niagara Falls the same day we were in Branford, which is not very far.
I was going to say, you guys must have been thrilled. Didn't he make it out there?
No. He was in Dallas like the night before, and then he had to go to like Boston the next day or something.
It so seemed like he was there.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't far.
He really was close. He was in the neighborhood. I figured he would drop in.
Yeah, because we had some players in Niagara Falls too. So
yeah, I mean, now that I was there, I got the idea of how close it all is. So yeah, I mean, didn't seem like it was far. And if you were there for that,
I don't think he was even in Canada for 24 hours. So I think he was in and out so quickly.
And Malcolm was with him too.
Malcolm was, his Canadian go-to.
Malcolm actually seems like his East Coast travel buddy now because he was with them. The Stress Factory, he was there. Yeah. It does seem like Malcolm's back. People always say, it's so funny. I mean, I don't really know, but people, you hear like, oh, this person's on the out and this person, but then you see he's like palling around with them. It's like, I don't think anyone really knows what they're talking about. Yeah. So tell us about the tournament. I'm sorry. Let's talk about the tournament you guys had this weekend. Give us a big update.
Okay, well, this was the 7th year that the Askew Street Hockey League has been part of it. This is our 8th tournament as part of that. As you know, it was started by Kevin and Mosier and a bunch of them years ago, and a lot of the boardies, the message board people. And it's kind of grown organically over the last 7 years. We've went from 4 teams. Now this year we were the biggest we've ever been. We were up to 12 teams, all Kevin Smith themed, all built around fans of Kevin Smith and his movies and his material. So it was wonderful. We had this was by far my favorite year ever.
Cool. I mean, it looked like you guys were having fun. Yeah. And then just on top of it, it just seemed like Kevin was there. I'm like, wow, they must be in bliss. I mean, just from the pictures that I was seeing posted on the Facebook Messenger group the Facebook group.
Yeah, no, we were it was cool to see him so close by on social media and everything like that. But, he's a good hour and a half away. So with everything we had going on, there was an easy way to make that work.
Yeah.
But, it was nice for his spirit to be close by.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm could have popped over.
Malcolm in past years has popped over. He has, I think he got busy.
Yeah, he was busy with Kevin playing on the falls.
Exactly.
I think Kevin mentioned something, though, on Twitter or something about it.
He did. Well, so every year we typically, we're in the Branford newspaper. Daryl, who is our commissioner, he made presentation to Walter Gretzky, gave him a nice Bob Hawks jersey, a one-of-a-kind white version of the Bob Hawks jersey that the whole league signed, and presented that to him.
Who was the artist of that piece?
I don't know who designed the Bob Hawks. I don't think it was Quigley. Maybe it was.
I'm not sure. I think it might have been.
It's possible, yeah. Well, now, and Jeff Quigley, who's one of our own, he's now doing a ton of work with Kevin.
He really is. So much so that he posted the other day something about getting liked by his boss or being friended back by his boss.
Yeah. No, that was very cool.
See, that's the kind of tacky thing I do.
He's been doing fan art for a while.
Now, here's the difference. He does that love and praise. I do that rocks and garbage. So... Go on, as you were saying. What team won? Should I jump to the end and ask which team won? Or how many categories do you guys give awards for?
We have 2 team awards. So we have the Walter Gretzky Cup, which is that's the hockey trophy.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever places first.
Mm-hmm.
That this year it was the Clerks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
The black and white team?
The black and white team.
Nice.
Now, let me ask, do you guys have an award for best jersey? Because that really, to me, that's the award.
Well, yeah, we sort of do. So our second trophy, our second team award is called the Lady Ming Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for the fun team, the team that shows the most camaraderie, combined with has the nicest jersey. So it's kind of all
I got you. So overall package.
Yeah, the overall package, the fun team,
the rah-rah team.
And, this year it was the Askew girls, the badge. Well, now
badge, Askew girls. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's smart. That's brilliant.
You should see their logo. It's quite something to see.
Oh my God, I think I want one.
Does it? Yeah. Is it like the? Is it?
I have to see it.
Do you remember when Kevin was talking about Jay Muse wanted to be the clit commander or a character, and he was supposed to make a mock-up clit for his doorway or some shit.
Ew. He was gonna wear a clit.
Well, yeah, they were gonna do him a
clit mask.
Kevin said there was no way they were gonna do it, but since they gave him the budget, he was talking about doing it. What's his name? one of the Weinsteins is like, oh, you should do it.
Yeah.
Kind of like the angel and the devil, but it'll be a clit or maybe it was the pussy troll.
It was Pillow Pants.
Yeah, that's what it was. Took a minute, but it got me there. I got there when I started. Yeah, he was going to play the pussy troll, so they were going to have like a pussy that he and
like
he
a mask over his head.
No, like a pussy mock-up so that he could stand out in front of, and he wanted to put it in front of his door, so that when you walk through his front door, that would be the entranceway to his apartment, which was going to be in the Days Inn.
Right, and if it had been shot, I'm sure that imagery would probably be involved with some team at this point.
Yes.
Oh my God, I want that.
Is there a Pussy Trolls team?
No, there's no Pussy Trolls team.
Oh.
I can take you who the 12 teams were, though.
Yes, please. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
very
these
cool.
are always fun.
Yeah, so we had our three of the four originals. The fourth, of course, being Puck U, which was Kevin's team.
Mm-hmm. That was
which
Pucknuts?
hasn't been there for. Huh?
What was that team? You broke up just a tad.
Puck U.
Yeah. Okay.
Puck University. So that was Kevin's team. So then the other three original teams are the View Askew Vulgarians, the Leonardo Reapers, and the Monroeville Zombies.
Gotcha.
Yes, Monroeville Zombies.
Yes, right out of the movie.
Right out of the movie.
I like
exactly.
that.
And even Leonardo Reapers is out of the movie, and so like in
That's
Clerks
right.
2,
Isn't that who they? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
In Clerks 2, Randall has his hat on backwards. It says Leonardo Reapers.
Yeah, yeah.
Presumably that's Randall's team in that universe.
Yes.
So
Leonardo.
And the Vulgarians, you see Walt wearing that in Mallrats. You see that red jersey he's wearing is the fanboy.
Gotcha.
That's the Vulgarians jersey. It was a hockey jersey that Walt designed, I think, sometime after Clerks had been made, before Mallrats, and so it was like their View Askew hockey team, if one such existed.
So you truly are the guy to call up to find out jersey information in the films.
Yeah, me and a couple other guys.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, you know what? It takes
if you want to look at any of the jerseys, you can go to VASHL.com. Each team has a page on there.
Oh, yeah.
You can look at the history of each team, and you can look at the jersey and
Very
logos
cool.
of all the teams that exist.
What is so cool about VASHL in general, and this is why I've always loved it, and why, again, I always, like when I was there all weekend, I'm like, you should do a podcast for a VASHL. Someone needs to do a VASHL podcast. It's the perfect thing, because you guys are like fanboy in action. You know what I mean? You've taken it to a level that's participatory. You know what I mean? It's
well, definitely, yeah. And as you know, like hockey is in all of Kevin's ways. Kevin is a huge hockey fan, and so hockey and Kevin Smith just kind of go hand in hand.
And the origins of that league sort of feel like they're around Kevin's midlife crisis too.
They are completely.
Yeah, so that's a very, that's an important time. It's an important thing. What you guys are doing is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. And so that's 3 of the 12. Then there's my team, the Eden Prairie Mallrats, the LA Mings, the View Askew Girls, the Badge. Who else?
Oh my God, I love that.
Gene wants to be an official Vag.
I want to be an official Vag.
Next year,
or even just a Vag cheerleader.
And I'd
like to get you on the Vag.
And I'd like the jersey too.
Are you a Vag muncher, or if you're a fan?
That's a different team.
What do you call them? What do you call the fans of the Vag?
So that's it. What did you say?
Munch and Box? Is that what it is? Give them the girl call back.
Who else are the Clerks, of course?
I love that one.
Hang on. Do you have the website open?
Do I? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you rattle them off. I'm sorry. We'll try and stop interrupting. Go on beyond the Vag, because that's where we seem to be hung up.
I know.
We're always getting hung up on the Vag. The other teams are the Funployees, the movies Funployees. And then we had a bunch of new teams this year, expansion teams that came in. So we had the Salsa Sharks was one, the 37s was another, and the Golgothans.
Ooh, Shit Demons.
So the Shit Demons team, yeah, they were a really fun group this year. They were a contender for the Lady Ming Trophy as well, but they went to the badge. But yeah, just a lot of fun. Like,
did they have a mascot?
The Golgothans?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally the Shit Demon.
I think I saw that picture.
An Alan Rickman tribute patch.
Oh, yeah.
It was done by Jeff Quigley, and it said "Calling All Angels."
Oh, yeah.
It was really nice. Everyone kind of liked that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, and the team.
Dogma is sort of this weird, forgotten film in his pantheon. I think it's the least looked to.
Yeah.
Yeah, And one more team, I have to make sure I mention them all, is the Hit Somebody Hitmen.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's
I
the
like
last.
that too.
That's good. That's good. Gotta, something has to materialize for the new trilogy, the Canadian trilogy.
Can I be on like the Tusk Tornadoes or something?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see what.
I thought you wanted to be a Vag.
We have for next.
Well, I'm a Vag. Yeah.
You're an honorary Vag.
I can be on both.
You go both ways.
Whenever when they need me, I'll be there.
Yes. Standing for the Vag.
I'll stand up for the Vag.
We did our presentation this year. We gave Walter Gretzky the Bob Hawks jersey.
Beautiful. I love that.
And there was a great article in the Branford newspaper about the headline was, Kevin Smith brought them, but Walter Gretzky keeps them coming back.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I bet you if I go online.
So he was there. So, man.
Walter's always there, yeah.
See, I wasn't sure. I didn't know that. Oh, wow. So that's
wonderful.
But, that's like, I mean, Kevin's not there, but that's Kevin's fucking mentor.
That's his hero.
Then, so we sent the article, we tweeted the article, or Daryl did rather. He tweeted Kevin the article and said, he posted, hey, great job, VASHL teams, and P.S. next year, I'm back.
Yeah.
So it looks like Kevin will be back with us next year. At least that's what he told.
That's good. The movie will be done. Too. We'll be there too.
That's so cool. Maybe
that's
something.
That's what he told the Twitterverse. So
nice.
Yes. Well, with Kevin, plans always change, but I understand that, man.
We all know that. We all know that.
Dude, you saw that just in me trying to get up there to shoot the little thing I had to shoot. How many times, like, we were like on, off, up, down.
Yeah.
So what was it like meeting Scott Thompson? Seriously,
it was actually kind of like, I'm a little younger than you guys, so like I was really little when that show was on, but the Brain Candy movie was a big influence on me because I remember I got to go see that when I was like, I think 13.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect
I was,
age.
a lot of the jokes and the subject matter was going over my head, but that movie kind of had an impact on me just in terms of a really kind of different kind of comedy.
Right.
So, and Scott, I learned later, had been in like Star Trek and a couple things that I had watched. So, when I was researching him going into the interview, I was like, oh, okay, I've seen him in all these other things. I just never put it together. It was all him. Yeah. So, being there in the room with him, really cool, super nice guy. Him and both his friends there, Paul Bellini and I forget his manager's name, but they were all very, very gracious and very kind, and it was just kind of cool to be around them and watch them do their thing, watch them do their podcast, tell stories from Hollywood. Particularly, what I remember about is when Scott Thompson started talking about Gary Shandling.
Yeah.
And how Gary Shandling had helped his career because he had just died at that point.
Yeah, he just passed.
He had just passed, like, I think that week. So it was definitely a memorable experience. Very cool to be part of that. So I thank you for that.
No,
well,
dude, thanks for putting up with me for the couple days.
Thanks for taking care of him.
It was so funny because I remember right at the beginning,
so sweet.
It's like, I'm here. You're here already?
I know. It's like
because you told me your flight was landing at this time, and then you called. I was like, I'm just about to leave.
We had a tailwind, I guess. I don't know.
Because it left. Didn't it leave late even?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it left late too. And
so weird.
Yeah, we made up time in the air. I felt like we were being pushed over the lake.
Just kill me. I hate that. I hate flying. Oh my God, stop saying that. Gives me anxiety thinking about it.
Anything with wings, I'm okay in. It's the helicopter shit. Don't get me in one of those anymore.
I've never been in one of
those.
those.
Supposed to be going
well, you don't want to be in one of those.
And we're going to be flying to
the aerodynamics are all in the mechanics. So if the mechanics fail, so do its aerodynamics.
Yeah, it just drops like a stone.
Yeah, at least in a plane, if the engine's cut, you have you still have aerodynamics to land, and you may get hurt. Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're over the ocean or something.
Or unless something blows up.
Oh my God! And we're going on a plane like soon.
Yeah.
So stop talking about blowing up.
But we've been to Vegas before.
Yeah, I know, but it's still 6 hours.
That's the scariest flight of my life, actually. Was on the way back from Vegas the last time,
Dave,
which was like
stop.
10, 20 years ago.
Make him stop. I get so anxious.
There's nothing like the Rockies at like a midnight flight. We were going up and down like a roller coaster.
Oh my God.
That was the scariest I'd ever been.
Can I tell you?
I don't get scared in airplanes too much, I can say.
Well, you are.
Well, yeah, but you weren't on the flight we were on.
You're my hero because any sort of turbulence, I just want to like puke.
Yeah, this was good. We had a nice chop up to Toronto.
Yeah. So the point was, you guys landed you landed way earlier than I thought you were. So
I was a big pain in the ass, is what I'm saying.
I had to rush to the airport. I was like, okay, man, I'm like 40 minutes away from the airport, so I'll be right there. And got you. And
so have you guys haven't even dropped that podcast yet, have you?
No, you know what? So right after you left,
it was that bad, wasn't it?
I got a new job, and everything fell apart at work for me.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
So I got a new job, but it's just been a busy last couple months. So I haven't even listened to it at all. There's that one and my other podcast, which I haven't touched yet. So I'm really behind on my editing.
What's your other podcast?
The Steve Dave Reality Tour.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So which we do infrequently. So Trivial Debates, of course. The ultimate pop culture challenge.
Yes.
Check it out at trivialdebates.com.
Yes.
There you go.
It was fun. I mean, obviously, you guys aren't up to date. You guys have lost the thread, but that happens at times.
Well, he had a lot going on.
That was the international battle. That was the American versus the Canadian versus the Brit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
God, I'm anxious to hear that again. Good times.
I got to go through it again. I will make a point this weekend to... you were like, this is it. This is the last podcast ever. Let's make it count.
I really was. I think when in Canada, do as the Canadians, I believe was my motto. And it was like,
what's his name was there, too?
It was the last hurrah.
That crazy looking guy.
Which one? Yeah, there's the crazy British guy.
Midnight Smoke was there, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Well, he had gone by then. But, yeah, he certainly was encouraging me.
Well, Midnight Smoke was at the hockey tournament.
Was he? Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, he played for the Golgothans.
Oh, did he? Even played?
Yeah, he looks like a troublemaker to me.
Now he has 3 friends who want to play. So.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because we even talked about it then, and you were like, and I was like, how had you guys not met prior to now?
Just never crossed paths before.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, but I got to hang out with him all weekend, which was really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. How's the car holding up?
Car's holding up okay.
It was brand new. Like the day he got there, he got this brand new, I think Vet, or no, not Vet. It was a Camaro.
Who? Midnight Smoke?
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, nice.
It's like, look what I got. We just got it today. It was like as if you got just a pair of new sneakers or something.
Yeah, I know. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. I like him. And he's on the Mr. BS show.
I'll get to meet him when we go over there. When we go to Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's right. You will.
Mm-hmm. I haven't met him yet.
No. But you will.
He's great.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. That'll be a very interesting party.
I know.
I don't think we'll have met. I don't know if we'll met half the shows that are there. I mean, we'll have talked to many of them.
Yeah.
But not actually met any of them.
But,
not even Big Daddy Jimmy V.
I know.
We're in Vegas?
Mr.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
in Vegas. At the end of August.
Yeah.
The Why Not Con.
We're going there.
Right. You told me.
It's not really it's weird. It's not a con. It's more, I call it a key party, but with podcasting instead of sex. It's like all these podcasts are sort of renting a place and setting up audio gear and just sort of mixing and mingling on each other's shows and that kind of shit. And just having fun, going to dinner and that kind of shit.
Yeah, well, when drinking's involved.
Yeah, well, that's why the doors have locks.
Good analogy.
But you know what they say about Vegas.
The safe word is
what is
retweet.
They say? Whatever happens in Vegas stays there. So
that's what they say.
Whatever.
That's what they say.
It's very
Unless
cliche.
it's on social media.
I know.
Yeah.
Everything
or podcasted. Well, the big joke is, hey, it's like a key party, but without the sex, but with podcasting instead of sex.
Yeah.
Unless you're into that thing on your show.
Well, not our show.
Yeah.
We just a lot of jokes.
Not ours, really. No. Although they weren't. I don't remember my comedy chops being at their finest when I was on your show.
Yeah,
when you were on Trivial Debates? Well, I think Scott was. He was a bit. I haven't listened back to it yet.
He was overly medicated.
Oh, he was. No. Yeah, he was going
Canadian
for it.
Style.
Yeah, well, he was putting the Canadians.
No, he said he was going to be overly medicated.
Canadian style.
But we had a good time. It was great.
I'm glad he had you guys to take care of him because he could have done.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I know you're just.
I had to get rid of it.
I know.
Well, I remember when Scott Thompson was like, "Hey, why
I couldn't take it back."
Are are you like the EP or something? I was like, no, I'm the only guy in Canada Scott knows. So
he's the only guy who put up with me.
Somebody's got to drive him around. And,
I'm a chauffeur.
But it was awesome, dude. I loved having you there. It was so much fun.
No.
And you were kind of part of the crew. I mean, if anything, you were the mingler.
I was the mingler.
You were the local.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, because we had the camera lady that we had recruited from my alma mater. And,
dude, you took me to my first official poutine.
Oh my God.
I did. That's right. Yeah, I took you to Kurt's.
And that was awesome. I still have dreams of it.
Yeah, that was. Which one did you get? I can't remember.
I got the classic or whatever.
You got the classic.
And you know what? I get it. I get why the curds sort of work better than just regular mozzarella cheese.
Well, that's not real poutine.
Yeah, I know. But,
Oh, I want some.
a substitute. Around here, you go cheese curds. Everyone looks at you like, what, you have a shit? What's going on?
Well, it used to be like that in Ontario, too. Like, if you wanted to get good poutine, you had to go to, like, Quebec.
Oh, wow. He's putting the right...
Poutine.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the things that drove me nuts about Tusk, was that Johnny Depp says poutine like an English guy. And French people don't say it like that. They say poutine. But, not.
Quebecois.
Quebecois.
He was
Separatiste.
He was very, like, over the top.
Right.
Where's Triumph, the insult comic dog, when you need him?
And so Ontario, I guess enough Quebecers left Quebec, came to Ontario. So Ontario started doing poutine, right? Opened up like different places. So now you can get decent curds and things like that in your poutine now, and it's good.
All right, we want to take a moment to talk about Death Wish Coffee. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, do yourself a favor and get over to deathwishcoffee.com. And there you can buy the strongest coffee known to man without a prescription.
The world's strongest coffee ever.
Yes, as proudly displayed on my wife's sweatshirt over there.
Yes, on my body, on my mug,
yes,
on my K-cups.
Yes, and you'll know them by their telling sign of the skull and crossbones that tells
so
you
good.
Exactly what you're in for. It's that used to be the international symbol for poison, but now it is the symbol for good damn coffee.
It's awesome. Without milk, with milk, you don't really need it because it's strong.
But
it's
not bitter?
Not bitter. So you don't even need milk. You don't even need sugar, but you can add it if you'd like. It's just really, really the perfect, strongest, most awesome coffee.
Become a junkie of Death Wish, just like the Anderson Council. And
we got them hooked.
Again, deathwishcoffee.com. Thank you very much.
Enjoy it.
I want to take this time to mention to you www.audibletrial.com/ThatMan on Fatman. That's right, www.audibletrial.com/ThatMan on Fatman. That's one word, conjunctified. Go there, sign up for your free 30-day free trial. Sign up, get a free book, a free audiobook, because you don't have to go through no tedious reading. You don't have to turn no fucking pages. You don't have to do any of that bullshit. You get in your car, you put on your headphones, and you are listening to a book. You're taking a magical journey into a fictitious land. You're expanding your mind, all when you're stuck in traffic. Fucking amazing. Audiobooks. These are the wave of the future. And you can get in for free for 30 days. A free trial. And when you get your free trial, you can download a copy of Tough Shit by our Savior, Kevin Smith. That's right. Our Lord and Savior, Kevin Smith, has left words for us to follow in our lives, and we can get it for free just by signing up to audibletrial.com/ThatMan on Fatman. That's right. audibletrial.com/ThatMan on Fatman. Thank you. Please sign up. You'll be very happy you did. All right. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. No worries.
So, who would you say has the most kick-ass logo? Just logo alone.
I got to pick my own team, of course. The Mallrats logo.
All right.
Well, if I had to pick one besides my team, though,
yeah,
I don't know. I'd probably say the Golgothans have a pretty sweet logo, and I don't know. There's some great ones out there.
Yeah. Do you guys retire teams, retire logos?
Only a couple times. We've had the Puck U was basically retired, but it looks like it's coming out of retirement for next year.
Yes.
Very cool.
And Wally's Warriors was just a 1-year thing.
Kevin's going to play.
We had Wally's Warriors was based on Walter Gretzky, of course.
Right.
And so that one's kind of been retired, at least for now. Is there any others? I think that's it.
Will there be a shooting clerks team? That'll be the Scottish contingent, I guess.
Yeah, that would be the Scottish. We would like to have more fans in it, and we have. We were the biggest we've ever been, and now we're starting to wonder, how big is too big, and is there such a thing?
Dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you, and I'm sure Midnight Smoke could be up your ass too. Fucking podcast. You guys should have a podcast.
Well, I think we will start more of a podcast, and Midnight Smoke would be the right guy to deal with. We also have some other podcasters. We have the Jim's Barbecue podcast. I don't know if you've seen that one. That's Jim Edelston and.
Jim Edelston. Yeah.
Really? He's got one going?
Yeah, he's got one going. Jim's Barbecue.
Wow.
It's got a great logo that was designed by Jeff Quigley. You should really check that out.
I will.
Oh, very cool.
It's Jim Edelston and Dylan Gonzalez and Mike Crandall. They're all captains of different teams.
Jeff's everywhere.
Very cool. I know. Jeff's all over the place.
It's so funny because he made that Civil Weed T-shirt.
Yeah, he was wearing that in Branford too.
Well, when we met Bob Hawke, I sent him a note saying, "I'm going to wear your shirt when I meet Bob Hawke today." And he was like, "Cool." So I sent him a shot, and he was very happy.
No, it was. I got an autographed copy of his Yoga Hosers comic in Branford, and Quigley and I are from the same home province too, right? So we got a connection.
Very cool.
Way to go, eh?
Way to go, eh? Nova Scotia, eh?
Has he designed any of the logos for you guys?
Yeah, he designed the Mallrats logo. He designed.
Oh, yours.
Yeah.
The new Monroeville Zombies logo, the new VASH logo.
He designed the VASH?
He designed the new VASH. There was an older version. Now there's a new version.
Ooh.
They hit somebody Hitman.
Can we be the Click Commanders?
We don't have a Click Commanders team.
Oh, let's start a new team, the Click Commanders.
Yes.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So I'd say of our current 12 teams, how many are Quigleys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the 12 are done by Quigley.
Wow. But he's awesome, man. His art, he does have
a machine. He's a very talented guy.
He has
super nice.
He's very interesting style.
He's got his own distinct style, but you can really see how much of a fan he really is in the work he does.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at just the first jersey we did with Quigley was the Salsa Sharks jersey. And the detail that's in the jar, the salsa jar, and just all kinds of things that he throws in there that are really authentic to the movies.
Yeah.
And, as a super fan myself, I just really appreciate it, the quality he puts in there.
Yeah, I love his stuff. I mean, it's. I don't know if it wasn't for digital because of the way his stuff is so crisp. If he could be the way he is, but he's amazing.
Yeah, well, he's an illustrator, but he's also great with Photoshop and different things. So he's really got it all.
Those are just tools.
I can't say enough good things about him. He's been such a great blessing for our league for him to come in.
Yeah, he's been kind to us. He said he'll do the show. We still got to land him.
Oh yes.
All the credit to Jim Edelston for finding Quigley as well.
Yes.
Very much.
Another good guy. Another good guy.
Yes.
And and his presence there was really cool for him to be there this year, and just everybody. It was just it's like geek Christmas for me every year at the tournament because I get to be with all these Kevin Smith fans and play hockey. I'm obviously passionate about my hockey as well, so they just kind of go together. It's everything I love in this world, and made some of the best friends I have.
How's Jody Simpson doing?
Jody Simpson is a character to have.
Has he recovered from our last podcast?
He's recovered.
He was going for broke too, I think, if I recall.
He won the shit. So we have an award every year, the Shit Talker Award.
Oh boy,
he won it.
I believe that.
Yeah, he won that one.
Did he really?
He talks all kind of shit and back it up.
He won that along with Jim McCutcheon. They tied in votes, so they shared the award. And yeah, so like Jody was just like all the time I'm playing, he's just like Mater. Yeah. So I start trash talking him during his games. And
What's his position?
He's a defenseman.
Oh, okay, I figured you were going to say goalie.
No, he wanted to be a goalie once upon a time, but yeah, no. But he was the captain of the Salsa Sharks this year, which was one of our new teams.
Cool.
I dubbed him the Whale Shark.
Ooh, awesome! Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And yeah, just some great hockey this year. Like
the Whale Shark.
I know.
Like that's a compliment and not at the same time, because there is the shark part, but then there's the whale part. You know, it's like you have to.
Whale sharks are a type of shark.
Yeah, but they're not very vicious.
No.
But neither are most whales.
But wouldn't you rather be a whale shark than like a great white?
If I'm going to be a whale, I'd rather be an orca.
I know,
well,
but
that's a killer whale.
Exactly.
But that's actually a dolphin, technically.
Oh, they're so beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, but
is it a dolphin?
Was there a difference between? Isn't a dolphin a whale? Just a small whale?
No, they're all porpoises, but I'm getting really nerdy on here.
Oh my god, I love it though.
Are you a marine biologist?
Not quite, but I know that killer whales are not actually whales. They're actually the biggest dolphin species.
I thought, but Moby Dick told me they're all fish.
No, not fish.
Oh my god, I never knew that, Dave.
No.
That's really.
You didn't know that, really?
No.
You didn't know that orcas were just big dolphins that eat other dolphins?
Oh my god, but I thought dolphins were very passive.
Well, not this
dolphins
species.
aren't actually passive. They're very horny.
Yes, I've heard that. They'll
Okay, but they're not.
Yeah, they'll try and fuck anybody
I
in the water.
never thought that they were vicious, though.
I think some species can be.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. I'm sure if you meet a mischievous dolphin.
They are meat eaters at the end of the day.
Yeah, and they're smart. They have brains and dicks, so
Yeah.
don't trust them.
Some of them, at least.
Especially if you're a meat eater. you
Yeah,
have
at
to
least
be
half
careful.
of them.
Especially.
Get your dolphin cock out of here, you flasher.
And the meat eater will eat it.
Yes.
Yes.
I did see some show about orcas, man, and fuck if they don't. They have fun killing dolphins.
Oh.
They do it so traditional, like a wolf pack. Like they get them all running, and they find one, and they separate it. No, then they tire it out, let it keep running and running and running, and then eventually they get it.
Do they play with it first?
No, they just fucking chomp it. Sharks, watching them take out great whites is even more fun because they know all they have to do is turn them upside down, and they can't. The shark is paralyzed.
Right.
Oh
So that's what they do. They come in, they grab them on the top, they turn them upside down.
Why?
They play with them.
Why would I can't?
Those they play with.
They do.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's more fun to play with your food.
Yeah, it is.
You're a fucking dolphin. What else are you gonna do?
Let's have fun.
I'm gonna
before
fuck it, then I'm gonna eat it. Oh, that was the sea lions were fucking the penguins.
Oh my god!
And then eating them.
Ew! What was that from?
I don't remember. It was some nature film.
Oh my god! Nature.
Yes, it's because of the internet, you know.
Nature is
these
very...
fucking, it's these sea lions have been watching fucking videos on YouTube, and then they want to fuck the penguins.
Oh my god, the poor penguins.
It's all the internet. It's
Both of
changing
them are
everything.
too. I
That's
know.
why people want to use everyone else's bathrooms. I'm kidding, of course.
We're having a woman
Too
president.
soony?
Yeah. Hillary's on the rise.
All right, let's not go there with the Canadian on there. They're busy building the
Hey,
wall
you
up
know
there.
what? He's
Trying to keep us out.
I'm sure he's happy for us too. He's very delighted.
What, that Hillary got? Well, I was a Bernie supporter, but somebody's got to stop Trump, so might as well be her.
I know. Amen, brother.
Yes. Well,
I like your style.
Well,
I like your style.
I don't think it'll be too hard at this point. It seems like the wheels are coming off the cart.
Yeah, he's unraveling.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's different theories about what's going to happen. There's obviously the states where he'll definitely win, and then the Ohio and those places.
Yeah, I'm not overly concerned at this point.
No.
If the game keeps getting played like it is now, nope.
Yeah. First.
If your own party doesn't even want you.
Yeah.
And a large part of the party is like, what the fuck did we do? It's like they're waking up, after the drunken, they came home with the wrong date.
Well, it'll be interesting to see who they have as their running mates as well, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm ready for Elizabeth
everyone's
Warren.
like, Bernie has to be, and I would be fine with Bernie, but I'd be fine with Elizabeth Warren, too.
Me too.
Bernie's earned it, but Elizabeth Warren's awesome.
I like Elizabeth Warren quite a bit. Yeah. She's great.
Oh my God! Can you believe that would be so?
What I
awesome.
can't
2
believe
women.
is that someone asked the question, is America ready for 2 women? Oh, no, not 2 women.
What's gonna happen?
We can watch 2 chicks fuck, but we can't have 2 women in the White House?
I know.
What the fuck?
Guys like to watch.
They're
women
such
make out.
idiots. Guys
But
are
then-
fucking idiots.
But then being president, well, that's a whole different
Clueless,
story.
white, straight males.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know who he'll pick. Probably maybe Christie.
Yeah, that's about all he's
my
got.
God,
The
that
thug.
would be so funny.
Why? Usually you pick a running mate to secure a state, at least.
Yeah. And everybody hates
you
him.
can't. He can't even do that. His fucking polls are in the garbage.
Oh my God, we hate
They're like
him.
negative numbers.
We hate him here. Thank
Well,
God.
then he would not be a good choice.
No, he would not be. So
No, he's
I don't think he'll pick anyone. You know him. I'm gonna do it myself.
He doesn't need one.
I don't believe in vice presidents.
Actually, at first we heard that he was going to be very careful in who he picked because he needed someone basically to do all the stuff he didn't want to do, which is probably most of the job.
Yeah.
Right.
So I know there's a guy. His name is Barack Obama. He's already working. He's done the job. He's got 8 years experience.
Yeah.
I don't think he's eligible, is he?
You could pick him as a vice president. There's no reason he couldn't. I'd be a step down, but I'd feel safer with him as a VP.
Yeah.
He's allowed to be vice president?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think he is, actually. He would be, but there's no reason to do it.
I see.
An there's, who was it? Was it Madison? One of the Madisons, maybe? Became a senator after he was president.
Oh.
And was a better senator than president.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was Madison.
So you were just saying that
I could be wrong on that.
Obama should be whose?
If it wasn't Madison, maybe it was Adams. Maybe it was Adams' son. It was James. I want to make sure at least I'm in the ballpark on this, so I'm not completely talking out my ass. It might have been Adams' son.
Okay.
Yeah, whose name I can't remember. I can't remember which one was who.
Okay.
Now it's time to cut them. He knows all of Canadian history and American history and European history because everybody from every other country is smarter than us.
Yes.
And I can't even remember our own president.
Everything about U.S. history. My brother Jeff is a U.S. history major, so that's what he took in school.
Cool.
So he knows a lot more about it. So stuff I pick up from him, I know. But.
Cool. How long ago? Was that April I was up there or May? Early May?
April.
It was April. Wow.
It was April, yeah.
Wow.
I think it was the beginning of April.
Yeah, I think so too. Now I'm thinking back. It's before my birthday.
It was.
It was before I was old like I am now.
Yes, you were a year older.
Yes. Have you heard from the girl who shot for us?
I have not actually. Trisha.
Yes.
Right.
She was very nice. She was very happy.
Nice. She was a lot of fun to work with.
She was very happy and very honored. She said.
Yes, it was cool.
Involved.
She was my beard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mentioned that the other day because we were talking to Scott Schiaffo, who had problems getting into Canada recently.
Really?
And I mentioned that one of my concerns was, well, am I there for work? Am I there? If I say I'm there for work, then do I need a visa?
Right.
So, so from my perspective, she really was doing all the work. I'm hiring her.
You were just directing her.
Yeah, I'm just saying, point the camera there, and
it wasn't like you were getting paid by a Canadian company.
No, not at all.
So it didn't. I don't think it was. I just said just be a little bit yell about it because you don't want to be in customs answering questions for hours.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And documentary is kind of like news, and then you got to explain stuff like that, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's more complicated. This was easier, so
yeah,
better to hire someone else to actually do any physical work.
Yeah,
a Canadian.
Exactly. She was great, and I think she helped a little bit with the Scott Thompson and his group just for conversations and stuff. Because she had no clue who he was. So,
which is so funny. Dave knew, but
I knew, but
what's
not
a good
as
comparison?
well as you do.
See, it's so weird because to me, and I do see a bit of a cult resurgence of that troupe now too, and at least here, or. Maybe it's a lot of comedians that I meet now are sort of getting into them.
Right.
And we're traveling in those circles, but it seems like they're kind of a cool inside influence.
I think that I think it's Gen X. I think that's who kind of owns them.
Yeah. And, but the funny thing is we didn't really even own them then. They were kind of, eclectic then.
Oh my God, they're so great.
Because they were on HBO, so there you had to have HBO first of all to get them. And then, like, they were Canadian. So it wasn't quite, it was like American Sensibility, but just a little different.
And Buddy Cole.
Yes. And
Buddy Cole was a great character.
You had an openly gay man doing, in the troupe who was doing gay comedy.
Touchdown.
Gay characters.
Gay characters,
Yeah,
cool.
I know. It was really like ahead of its time, and
God, yeah.
especially being as young as I was when it was on. Like I said, it took me years to appreciate it, but I always enjoyed their stuff, and like they were always well known in Canada up until a certain point, I guess, until the millennials came along. But even though I'm technically a millennial, I found out. But I definitely want to see you guys there. I think you'd have a blast. It's a for me, it's like a 3-day party, but for most people, it's 2 nights.
Okay.
Friday and a Saturday night.
Okay.
And I barely slept. I'm still recovering from the weekend, to be honest with you. I was back at work on Monday, and it's been a little hard just dragging myself around because you played a pretty rigorous hockey. You play 2 games Friday, 2 games Saturday, but it's all like the partying all night. I didn't even go to bed Saturday night until like 5 a.m. I was up at 10, and then we're back out there doing more stuff, and it's a lot of debauchery and
yes,
and just good times.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a key party, but with hockey instead of sex.
Exactly. And like we have like different subsets within the group. We have in particular, we have like the beer club who have their own like kind of mini culture within the group. And
do you have the cannabis club?
Their fancy beers. I'm in a part of it as well. And it's an unofficial club. And but the beer club this year we had like paddles made. Mike McCutcheon from the Vulgarians and Mike Crandall from the Reapers. They did paddles and tasting glasses respectively, all VASHL branded. Like I have so much VASHL swag.
Okay. And by paddles, those are those sample boards.
Yes.
Yeah. See, yes. I'm not a beer drinker. I had to put 2 and 2 together, but I figured it out.
Yeah, I was thinking of something totally different.
I'm helping other listeners like me who don't know what paddles are. I'm thinking like you're getting into spankings and stuff.
That's what I was thinking.
S&M gear or something. That's where my mind goes. What kind of paddles are you talking about?
And
sexy. And here's my leather gear. Special VASHL leather mask for your gimp sex.
Oh, that's not nice.
Just kidding.
That's not nice.
JK. All right, go on. I'm sorry.
No, just saying like how, especially with having Quigley and Jim now, and like over the last few years, we've developed so much of our own culture, our own kind of like community.
That's cool. Fun.
That's why the more we would talk while I was up there, and you're showing me videos and stuff, and I'm like, you have all the shit. What are you doing here?
You have so much to offer.
Yeah, it's like WTF a billion times over. Like, why are you not moving on this?
Well,
but now I know. I mean, you're busy at work and shit, but
yeah. Well, like the last couple months have been busy for me, but as well, when you're at the weekend, you don't have time to go do a podcast. It's just like there are so many people there that I have to I only see that once a year.
Yeah.
So there's so many people to catch up with and have good times with that it just goes by like a flash.
Yeah, but you've done podcasting enough. You've got the couple different shows. You've done enough. You've heard my show. You know how to even though it would be there's ways you can stretch your legs and do other things on the show to keep it entertaining without necessarily always being pinned. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't always have to come on and read hockey stats.
No. And then most of the time it wouldn't be that.
Yeah, I think it would be more like, tell them Steve Day with hockey.
That would be so
or
much
what
fun.
Puck Nuts was once, or who knows,
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be fun.
Well, and even inside VASHL, we have the hockey pool people, and they're all pretty intense into
Yeah, and you know that neighborhood better than I do. Yeah, so you have your own fan base to service.
Even within VASHL, we have sub bases.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, totally.
So it's really a special thing. I don't think there's anything quite like it in the world.
I agree. You guys,
you
evolved out of something pure, and you keep it going, and it's a great way to keep fans engaged without keeping them. I don't know. It's just a neat thing. I was always enamored, and I'm a booster for you guys to podcast. Of course, I support and help you in any way you can.
Maybe leading up to next year, we'll do some podcasts.
Yeah, it'd be great. I definitely, next year, our calendar should be a lot more clear, and we'll finally be able to make it out. So I definitely want to be there.
We'll be there
I
next
feel
year.
like
We'll be there.
I feel
June
like
2nd to 4th next year. So
What is
Cool.
it again?
second.
June 2nd to 4th.
Okay,
Wow,
June
they've already got
2nd
it on the calendar. That's so cool.
June 2nd through the 4th.
It's
Yeah.
already set.
Cool. So
We're 357 days from today.
we will.
Yes.
By then, we'll have deserved a vacation. So that could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no,
Come up to Canada and be with your peeps.
Yeah, it'll be
Hey.
awesome. It'll be fun.
Hey, can't wait.
And I know eventually someone will hit me with a hockey stick while I'm up there, so I won't play.
I'm sure. Well, you always want if you play hockey, you'll definitely get a couple bruises, but
Oh
nothing-
no,
nothing-
trust me. I have a feeling someone will hit me in the stands.
Might be me.
I hope not. You're a big dude.
I was gonna say.
Fucking obnoxious American. Shut the fuck up.
Well, just like in terms of like where we've had people come from, like just this year alone, we had somebody come from as far as San Francisco. We have people from as south as Washington D.C., as east as like Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and like Philadelphia and New York and New Jersey. So we have a ton of people come from all over for this, and all parts of Canada too.
It's so
as
cool.
well.
So
it's really like to see everybody come year after year to this event and just play hockey and then socialize till hours in the morning, get up the next day, do it again, and then everything else. It's an amazing group.
I'll probably be dead, but imagine what it'll be like year 37.
Imagine
Year
that.
37.
37th anniversary.
Yeah.
37th anniversary.
I
That would be
remember when I played. Back when I could put my teeth in.
We'll say like when we get to the 37th year, that's when it will be it.
In a row. No way. That's never put a date. That is the biggest curse you could do to yourself. Everybody who ever puts an end or a limit on something always regrets it.
Yeah, that's true. No limit. We're going forever.
Well, if you're gonna aim big.
Yep.
Well, the good thing is too that like we've had more younger people come in over the years too, so we definitely have people who will carry the torch into the
very
future.
cool.
Yeah, I mean yeah. It'd be very cool if it would be a very cool universe if we're all dead and gone and VASHL is still going.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And people are still celebrating Kevin Smith and his movies and all the stuff.
Snoochie boochies.
And we're and then maybe as in a Bill and Ted like way, that will be where salvation comes from.
Yeah.
The Book of Kev.
That could be it.
And VASHL.
And VASHL.
Yeah, the VASHL, very cool. Very, it's a thing obviously very close to my heart.
Yeah.
Put a lot of.
I admire you.
Yeah, it's
I
an awesome
admire
thing. It
all you
really
guys.
is. And they're really into it. It's really cool. When I
Yeah.
go up there, he's showing me all kinds of stats.
No,
and
and
I'm like, wow, man.
And you know what? It takes a lot of work to put all this together,
shit.
man.
No
It's
shit.
not like you throw
Yeah.
it together and
And a
it's
rich
done.
history.
Well,
It's
and I
a
have to
lot
give
of work.
credit to the people who put the work in, like Jim
Yeah.
Edelston, Daryl Clark, Jeff Quigley, all the people at Ball Hockey International who host us for that event and do a lot of the organizing, behind the scenes work. It's incredible.
Wow.
All right, why don't you give us all your plugs in earnest one more
Yeah.
time so we give us the final.
Make sure to check us out at VASHL.com, also called VASHL, the Askew Street Hockey League. You can check us out there. There's links to our Facebook group, which is where we interact quite a bit. Basically the only requirements are: do you like Kevin Smith and do you like hockey? Come up and play, and be part of it, or just come and watch and be a spectator and just participate that way too. All are welcome. We've never turned anybody away, and we're looking to make it the best year ever next year. Particularly with Kevin coming back, we're really excited.
Yeah, if you don't believe him, check out the pictures on Facebook. Where are the podcasts and where can they find him, sir?
My podcast?
Yeah,
So
indeed.
make sure to check out my podcast, Trivial Debates. You can find that at trivialdebates.com. All our social media links can be found through there. And make sure to check out my VASHL Brothers' other podcast, Jim's Barbecue. Jim's, what is their website? Jim'sBarbecuePod.com, I think.
I've seen it floating
I like that
around,
name.
and maybe I just never drew the connection.
Yeah.
How old is it?
It just started this year.
I like that
Okay,
name.
yeah, I think that's it. Right, okay.
Yeah, I like that name.
I
It's
may
cool.
even have marked it as subscribed and just haven't listened to it because I do
Yeah.
that a lot because Man,
There's so much to
I feel
listen to.
bad. Yeah, exactly.
There's so
many
much
people
to listen
Hey, can you
to.
listen to my show? I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to. I really do. Let me get to it. Anyway.
I like that name, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and that comes from a story when they were all out eating barbecue ribs or something one night, and they sprayed barbecue sauce on each other or something. So there's a whole origin to it. But the logo that Quigley did with it has Jim in the middle, and he's squirting this bottle out. It's really cool. You should, just the logo alone is amazing.
Oh, cool.
Well, dude, this has been awesome because originally my vision for this was like a short segment, but now it's like a whole fucking.
It's a full show.
This is a show. We're gonna 2 weeks from now. You'll be my guest.
All right,
So
man. I'm glad I was able to come on.
Yeah, you really helped me out.
VASHL. It's easy when you're talking about something you're passionate about.
Yes.
Oh, it's so true.
Well, you're a cool guy too, and you actually have, there's more there than meets the eye. There's a lot going on.
And you're really smart. You're
Yeah.
really smart.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's a pleasure talking
And
to
you're
you.
kind. You let me in your house.
You're
So
very sweet. Yeah, very kind.
You can crash on my couch, Holden. It's all right.
Aw.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. It was
Now-
fun. It was a fun little weekend. I learned a lot about, in the short time, I learned a lot about your country that made me come back and go, what the fuck is wrong with us?
It's always interesting being with like an American who's never been on this side of the border and never really experienced Canada. So that was cool for me to see.
Yeah, I mean, that all I kept saying was, you guys fix stuff. What the fuck? You guys fix stuff. We fucking fight over it and obstruct
God,
and
it's so
like
true.
nothing ever gets done. And everyone's sort of convinced that nothing gets done, so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yep.
Everyone's expectations
That's
are that
just-
nothing gets done.
Well, it just becomes the normal then.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and that's why we're
That's a
gridlock
very-
all the fucking time.
It's a very dangerous place when things get normal.
And he's like, oh, that would never happen to our banks. They're regulated. Whoa, what the fuck?
I know, imagine that.
We've made a lot of choices over our history to not be like you, I guess.
Smart.
Or design our system to not have the flaws, right?
Yeah.
Like when we became a country in 1867, this is just after you had your Civil War. So we saw the issues that in your political system that
they learned from all of our
caused that
mistakes.
Civil War to happen. So we designed ours to not allow for that.
Yeah, smart.
Except for Bill Ford. That's the only thing you guys couldn't seem to fix.
Well, he died, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, nature fixed, but.
We couldn't fix what?
Bill Ford.
Bill Ford.
Who's Bill Ford?
That's not Bill Ford.
What Ford is it? The mayor.
Oh, Rob Ford.
Rob Ford. I don't know why I went. Oh, Bill. I know why I pulled Bill Ford.
He has a friend named
Yeah, lead singer in our old band.
Rob
Yeah.
Ford.
Yes, Rob Ford.
He was quite the character.
Yes.
Yeah, he died though.
He died. You know what? He
We'll have to
he
play
was-
him walking into
poor
a
guy.
camera again.
He was a very
Well,
sick man.
he was. It's kind of sad what happened with him.
Yeah.
It
He
was
just-
sad, right?
That guy, he meant well, but he also had a lot of issues.
He had a lot of problems.
Yes.
He had a disease, really.
Really, he did, yeah.
That's a bummer.
You guys, well.
That's a bummer.
I thought we were bad at vetting.
Well, I just,
I don't
you
even
know
know
what?
what that meant.
I really am jealous of, like, the free health care and everything.
Well, it's not free. We still pay for it.
Did you see the?
Yeah, but it's not anything like ours.
Did you
The
see
insurance companies and all that?
Did you see the recent story on John Oliver about your new PM?
Yes, about Elbowgate.
Yeah.
Elbowgate. Oh my
that
God.
was the most ridiculous thing
The
I've ever
poor guy
seen.
who
And
says
again,
he's-
it reminds us how quaint it is over there in Canada. It's like playing right into Kevin's hands.
And he said he was sorry like a billion times.
Yeah.
That wasn't good enough. He had to say sorry.
Again.
Well,
he was molested.
What a jerk.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing was kind of silly. Like he apologized. He shouldn't have gone over there, but whatever. Yeah. So
Is he? Is Overgate? Is Elbowgate over?
it appears to have passed.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, yeah. Unlike Trump.
Yeah. You know, he's adorable, though, that PM.
He is. He's
Well, everyone thinks he's a looker.
He's a handsome man. I think he'll be PM for a
he's
long
like,
time.
Sugar pie.
Do you guys have?
He hasn't impressed me yet, though. I got to see some action.
Do you have term limits?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he'll take his shirt off in no time.
No term limits here.
Take down your pants already.
There you go.
Come
You
on.
can be prime minister till you die.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can
cool.
get elected.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's right. Oh, there you go. So no, he won't take his dick out yet. That's like the 5th election.
Oh yeah.
You save that for your 5th term.
Hey, you know what? If he's forever, he's fine to look at.
You give him the nips this time.
But he does have to do things.
He has
he's
the potential to go forever, but that's never happened.
It's not all.
I think his father was one of the longest serving PMs.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, and he's a legend. So there you go. He's gonna if he's like our legacy leader, he'll have to do better than his daddy.
Oh, Bush.
Oh my God.
Or your husband in this case.
So
well,
true.
no, this is a different change up here.
It's a different kind of legacy.
You know what? Now that the more I think about it, the more I'd like it to happen. I loved Bernie too. I even sent out a little thing on Facebook today.
I love Bernie.
You know what? Let's fucking look at the difference here. Let us look at the reality.
Bernie.
This other guy is fucking dangerous.
See, Bernie's not going to. I love Bernie. Okay,
I really do not.
I voted for Bernie in the primary.
I
love
believe
him.
Donald Trump is a classic narcissist, and when I say that, I mean from a psychological standpoint.
It's
I
true.
do not mean
He's
like
very dangerous.
a guy who I think he's a nut.
Now,
yeah,
but going to Bernie, I don't think Bernie.
about the idea.
And you don't give a nut the reins of power.
No, you don't.
And I was talking to one friend, and he thinks that because the U.S. system is so, I don't know, corrupt and has so much red tape, and that no one can really affect anything. He doesn't think if it's Trump or Hillary or whoever, it's going to matter for anything. And I think that's incredibly naive.
Oh no, it makes a big difference here.
Hillary will be so much better, and
I'm like, if Trump gets in, I only hope that there are enough levers of power to hold this idiot in check. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he does know. I don't think he has any idea. I think he does sort of think like the president is Caesar. He's a moron. I really, everyone keeps saying how smart he is. I don't think he's all that smart. I think he's cunning.
If Trump was elected in our kind of a system, like a parliamentary system, it could be incredibly dangerous. But
absolutely.
Because you guys have checks and balances a little bit more, makes it harder for you guys to get things done. But in this case, it would be a good thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Hillary all the way.
Like I've never been a big fan of the Clintons.
That's right, Team Vagina. That's right, Team Vag.
Team Vagina.
Team Vag. Sorry.
That's who the Democrats want, then sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's as left as we got, dude.
Hey, you know what? She's my girl.
I mean, it's here's the way it works in America. I mean, it kind of sucks. It goes.
The only thing I don't understand with Hillary is like, what does she actually want to change? What is her policy?
Well, the good thing about Bernie is it has been pushing her, because all their life the Clintons have been, let's face it, center right. Even they may be Democrats, but they've been the most very, very right
very
side.
Conservative.
They're very pro, corporation and banking and all that shit. So
But I'll go for that more than I'll go for Trump.
Yeah, which before them traditionally was not, a Democratic sort of. Yeah, no, it really wasn't. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't understand what her vision for like with Bernie, you get it. Even with Trump, he's fucked up as it is. You understand kind of what he wants to do.
My vision is more of the same.
Yeah, but
dude, but here's the thing: when you're staring down the barrel of Trump, who the fuck cares if it is more of the same?
I guess, but let's say it wasn't Trump and it was just some other random Republican. I just don't know.
And therein lies, I think, the real truth. The only difference between Trump and a real Republican is he's saying the things they think but are smart enough not to say.
Yeah, and that's why they like him.
Well, that's why they secretly like him.
Yeah.
But are afraid to say.
It's a very passionate subject.
But yeah, I think this one's a little tough to come back from because it's a blatantly racist comment.
I know.
He won't walk it back.
I know.
And
when you say you're sorry for something like that, it doesn't really.
No, he's
much.
sorry he got caught, and he's not even sorry. He just says he's moving on. It's like, what does that mean?
And his hatred towards women, really.
And I like this morning. This morning, actually, it was Mika Brzezinski was like, "Can we stop saying this alleged racism or supposed racist comments? They're not supposed. They are racist comments.
They're exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, when you say that someone can't do their job because they're of Mexican heritage, you can't get more bigot than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the funny thing was, he could have everyone has pointed out, if this really was a legal strategy, his lawyers could have just filed, that there was a conflict of interest. They didn't have to explain necessarily what it was.
Right.
So, Trump's an idiot. He's a narcissistic moron.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to give him any more of our.
Yes,
of
I'm getting
breath.
getting my dander up here.
Yeah, you're getting all like.
And we're pissing all over Mater's good segment.
Yeah. And his.
We'll
awesome,
chop all this out. Don't worry.
And his
Like I
awesome
said,
Canadian.
go Hillary. Let's see.
Nice. I like that. Go Hillary. Sounds good.
Because I can't have Bernie, I'll take her.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, and I love
you know what?
Bernie.
Again, the danger.
Bernie, I will say this: Bernie rocks my socks. He's everything I want.
He's the most Canadian politician you have.
I know. He's everything I want, and I believe
think of
in.
it, yeah.
He voiced everything that people don't think they could ever have.
The
you know what I mean?
The utter difference of we have a potential candidate that can't say he's sorry, and you guys your PM had to say he was sorry 15 times because he elbowed somebody accidentally.
Yeah. But you know what?
I bumped into this guy.
He elbowed her in the boob.
I think he was also being bullied almost a little bit.
Yeah, he was.
Sorry
It was funny because it seemed like your PM was going to help some guy who was being a dude.
What was happening was in the House of Commons, the opposition guys, they didn't want to sit down. So Trudeau got all mad and he went over there to try to force people into their seats.
Oh, was that? I thought he was trying to help somebody get through the crowd or something.
No.
Oh, he was actually pushing the person?
Yeah, he was trying to force because they were being jerks and they weren't. They were.
He's like, I'll fucking show you. I box.
Yeah, he has to stay in charge.
So in the
He's got a hot
process
body,
of pushing this guy back to his seat, he elbowed a female MP in the breast.
That part I saw. He didn't mean to though.
No, he didn't mean to.
Did it ripple?
If he hit some guy in the balls, it would be the equivalent of the same thing.
Is there slow-mo security cam footage
of the boobs?
Of the boob being contacted?
I don't know. You'd have to look that up. Maybe Canadian Secret Service.
Maybe that.
I think there's elbowboobs.com that you can check that out. You know what? If there isn't, somebody's doing it right now.
Maybe that. Yeah, you better start it.
A new fetish has been
YouTube.
found. No, there's no such thing as a new fetish. There's an elbowboob.com. There's some guy that whacks off to just people getting elbows in the boob. You know what I stumbled across today? The weirdest thing, and I thought it was genius. A video of a woman playing her nipples to the song "Wish You Were Here."
Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd?
Yeah, she was strumming her nipples as if they were the guitar strings. Brilliant.
You just came.
Where else but
that?
the internet?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Genius. Or 5 stars.
I think that's not
better than cats.
Yeah. A lot of things are better than cats.
Better than
Cats
E.T.
is horrible, and I love cats, but not that cats.
I'm stealing kind of a Kevin's joke, but
I know.
I'm working with it.
Well, that's what we do here. We steal Kevin's jokes.
Yes, that's a wonderful thing. It's our career. Dave, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks, Dave.
Sorry about last night when I fell asleep.
You totally passed out.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Sorry I was late getting on here. So.
Oh, it's
that's
okay.
all right.
Thanks so much.
They counterbalance, so I wasn't going to complain about you being late because I fell asleep last night.
And thanks again for being such a great host and taking care of my sweetie.
And I'm going to see you at the Gretzky tournament next year.
We will be there.
We are putting it on the calendar.
It's on the calendar, actually.
On the calendar.
Yes.
There.
Thanks, man.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. And there you have at Super Dave Mater on the Twitters. And also you can check out his podcast, which once again is called
Trivial Debates.
Thank you. And there you have it. That's our interview with the man himself. And we really dig Dave. He's a good guy. And we couldn't thank him enough for the help he gave us while he was there and being a really cool host and just, showing me the ways of Canada. My first poutine, my first falls, the whole rigmarole. And it was weird. Everything just seemed to, it was like laid back.
And what was...
it was like in Dave Mater time.
What is the donut place?
Oh yeah.
That was your very first time there, too. Jim Norton's or something?
Tim Hortons. Oh, T-Hos. Jim Norton's. Do you want me to cut that? Or should I leave it in? It's too cute. Tim Hortons. T-Hos, eh? I mean, Tim Hortons is kind of like a Dunkin' Donuts, but much... I mean, it's nicer... But they have more food selection too. They have some like soups and sandwiches, and so there's a little more. But yeah, it's good, and their coffee's good. Yeah, I liked it. It was good. Nice. She's good. Yeah, hey. Wait, hang on. Wait, I must have something here. She's good. I don't have that. Actually, now what I should be playing is... Because I can't find a real sound that I want.
Why? It's so funny.
Grace! So far this semester, he has been absent 9 times.
9 times?
9 times.
I don't remember him being sick 9 times.
And, just as a side note, a swisher. For those of you who've been asking about our son, Cameron, how he's doing.
Yes.
He's doing quite well. Thank you very much for your well wishes and concerns, your ongoing well wishes and concerns. We can report that, things are going very well. He's healing well.
He's healing well.
And
we've been taking care of it.
Yeah, he's got a really cool surprise coming. We can't wait to report that to you guys. But unfortunately, if he listens to this or his friends listen to this, we don't want them to leak. But there's something kind of cool coming.
Right.
And he's about to graduate in 2 days.
I know.
So it is with much sincerity that I'm dedicating this episode to Cameron Holden.
When Cameron was in Egypt's land, let my Cameron go.
And saying congratulations and welcome to being a high school graduate.
So proud of you, Bugs.
Yeah. I mean,
you're a great kid.
Yeah, he's such a go with the flow.
You're a great man.
Yeah, and it comes after a year with a very strange ending close there,
Yeah.
But
he's
like a champ. He's like a pro.
He's my hero.
Yeah, he really is.
You are my hero, dude.
Yes.
Bubs,
so,
buddy, everything.
Congratulations, buddy. I'm glad now you're moving on to college. So I look forward to continuing our intellectual discussions together.
Yes. Your love of history and
time to kick back, drink some beers, and smoke some weed.
Like I was saying, our intellectual discussions.
Noise, smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers. Pack her ass, my good man. Time to kick back, drink some beers, and smoke some weed.
And we can't do that, of course, until we get out of here. And until of course, Miss Tesdy Groupie gets to provide to us, why can't I fucking talk? Her pick of the week. Back to pick a week, not the this is like Keith and the Girl. Oh, again. Let me wet my whistle here. A big thank you to Keith and Mally and Hemda over there, Keith and the Girl. Especially since it's their Friday show, and which kind of leaves it there for a couple days. Thank you so much for mentioning us. And although you did sort of blow like something we're working on, I guess the audience knows that we're working on them, but they don't know who we're going to do it with. So, but now they kind of do. So, yeah.
I think it was just like a naturally flowed out.
So we're setting up
telling everybody a story.
So we're setting up the next installment in the, ThatMan on Fatman does commentary for Kevin Smith films.
Yes.
And the next one will be Chasing Amy. And the idea came from the fact that Hemda said at some point, if you go back and listen to the episode with Keith and the Girl, she's like, I want to go back and revisit that because of, and maybe she said it off camera. I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah,
because a lot of that, is like what was said during the interview, what was said during because we also filmed them
together.
But at some point, we had a conversation, maybe it's on the show, about Chasing Amy as a film, and she said that she wanted to go back and revisit it because she remembered it being kind of controversial at the time because lesbians just needed deep dicking. But if you really go back and look at it, which I did somewhat recently, the messages, it's so much more brilliant now. Even now.
It is.
It just shows how much more ahead of a time he was as a writer. So
Well, that'll be something to look forward to.
Yeah, Keith kind of busted our balls and talked about doing the commentary for us. Yeah, Munchbox and
I love
Libby
that.
Phillips.
Libby Phillips.
Yeah, and how
You rock,
essentially
Libby. We like you.
I want to explain this. When I went to call, I don't know, dude. That was your fucking app. I was all set up. If I was
so
able to
funny,
Skype
though.
into that shit, I would have been fine. But then, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was some sort of weird loop or what the fuck. But as soon as I clicked on your little app, that's what I got.
When he does
and
that,
so
that's
I couldn't
funny.
gauge. I could not gauge. And I had headphones on and the same mic I'm fucking in now. So it should have sounded great. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
I'm glad that it didn't.
I'm going to blame it on the interwebs.
I'm glad it didn't because it's
Yeah, it is.
thing.
It is very
it's so
brilliant.
funny.
Yeah. So next time, I'm just going to use my iPhone. So we'll blame that.
Yeah,
if I
Keith
call in
is,
again.
Keith
He's brilliant. He's very
mesmerizes me.
fat. He's very fast. Very fast. I just said he's very fat. I meant very fast.
Fast.
Fast. Yes. Sorry.
F-A-S-T.
Got lazy there. That's not like Bigley.
He's Bigley. Bigley.
Yes. So I did introduce Testy Groupie's Pick of the Week, and we're coming out of it now, right? Or did I? Well, did I?
I don't think we did.
Okay. Well, here's Testy Groupie's Pick of the Week.
ThatMan on Fatman presents At Tesdy Groupies. Tell 'em Steve Dave. Pick of the Week.
Hi, and welcome to the TSD Pick of the Week. Everybody agrees that Tell 'em Steve Dave makes them feel better and puts a smile when things are rough. I think that is one of the reasons the podcast is so beloved and people are so loyal and interactive. And I am one of the people that feels that way. But what happens when those tough moments hit TSD? Not a common occurrence, thankfully, but a moment all, even our guys, go through. And though tough, buckle up, because this week's pick is TSD 57, a pox in Sioux. The episode starts with Q down due to Xanax. After some comments from listeners, Walt wonders if Brian Q would be able to talk about more topics if it was just space monkeys. He's also upset about a project the guys are doing, but where Brian is not sending his pages. The guys talk about Walt walking off and his annoyance sometimes with Brian. But Q thinks Walt also contributes to the podcast. The conversation gets a bit rough, and Brian even asks Walt if he wants to quit TSD. After a big part of the show talking and looking for an agreement and some middle ground, the episode goes on, and the guys bring up other topics. Q explains the origin of the worst episode ever, a must you have to get from Bandcamp if you don't have. Brian creates a new segment, the Puss Hole of the Week, and Walt talks about his trip to medieval times. And when it seems all is over, and the Tell 'em Steve Dave shout is done, the guys come back with a customer who has a story about another comic book store owner. So Walt phones with a call cuss out. An uncomfortable episode at times, but shows that to get to the good, you sometimes need the rough patches. And there is nothing laughter can't make better. So, I hope you re-listen to it, I hope you enjoy it, and you hold the way.
Yeah,
If I
Keith
call in
is,
again.
Keith is Keith.
He's brilliant. He's very
mesmerizes me.
fat. He's very fast. Very fast. I just said he's very fat. I meant very fast.
Fast.
Fast. Yes. Sorry.
F-A-S-T.
Got lazy there. That's not like Bigley. So yeah, he's sharp as a tack.
Oh my god.
And she was funny in the background. She's like, "Really, Scott? Really?" So you guys don't have to watch the movie
How much?
twice through. You don't. It's only suggested. You can watch it once through on your own.
Yeah.
And then we're essentially going to have it on
Yeah.
and talk to it. Points.
Yeah, and they've already seen it, I'm
Yeah.
sure. And if they haven't, they know what the premise is. Just seeing it once is
And you know who
all
else
need.
is going to be joining us as well? So it'll be me, you, Keith, Hemda.
And who else?
Ooh. Someone who we often refer to with 3 initials.
Ernie? Ooh, rock on.
So it'll be a 5-way.
Wow. I'm ready.
So we have Ernie as a floater. All right, well, that's not set in stone. We're trying to work that out. Trying to coordinate everybody in the same room. But, you know, in the new studio, we are equipped. We just have to, at this point, put a screen up in this particular room.
Right.
But other than that, we're ready to rock. We could do it. We have the technology. We have the headphones. We got the mics. We are ready to rock and roll, baby. So we can now support easily 5 people. Not that we couldn't before. It's just now we have the space.
Right.
We can
More
do it
comfortable.
Yeah, we can do it comfortably. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. Before it would be not comfortable.
Yeah. Echo. Echo. Oh, I guess I didn't hook up Echo. We're fucked if we need any facts.
Oh, no.
Well, actually, we could go, Alexa, do we have enough space in here?
Sorry, I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Dumb fuck. Stupid bitch, always with a bad answer. I'm kidding. I just wanted to objectify and shame her.
I don't think she cares, really, though.
Just call me Twitter. All right. Well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Alrighty.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's show. At some point, I know we've been talking about the mailbag and all that shit, but we have not gotten into that groove yet. Once we finish this movie come August, first week of September, once we finish shooting, and then I start going into editing and working with the editor mode and all that kind of stuff, then I think we'll be able to start expanding on the show again. Don't you think?
Yes, I do.
So, all right, just bear with us another couple months through these summer months, and big things will be coming to ThatMan on Fatman in 2017.
It's exciting because it's coming towards the close.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, I do.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work, but it's paying off big time.
And shout out to Brian O'Halloran, who we shot with the other day.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sitting with us. He got some cool stuff. Actually, I think, dare I say, a trailer moment.
I can't wait. I was there, but not there to see it, but I can't wait.
Yeah,
it's really great.
Cool. The only downside right now is Damien has the footage. I didn't get the card before we left, but oh well. And actually, technically, it was his card. First time I forgot.
Yeah.
So, anyway. See, it's weird. You can tell it's like the end of the process now. Like, it's literally like we don't... There's things that like we used to be so crazy about, and now it's like, oh, let's fucking get this done.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that he had a backup. So thank you for that, Damien. Damien's our backup.
Yeah, I mean, where we were shooting, the location, if push came to shove, we could have got the cards. It wasn't that bad, but...
Right. But having you is the best.
Yes, we want to thank
Damien,
Mr. Damien.
Michael,
Damn cool.
You guys. Damn Cool Productions.
All right, guys.
Damien Kolakowski.
I feel like we've forgotten something, but just in case. So, you know what? Maybe we did, maybe we didn't, but you guys are smart and good.
Yes.
And we'll catch you next time.
On a flip-flop.
On the flippity-floppity.
Bye, guys.
You can tell the audience what I'm doing. No. I was rapidly playing with my nipples for y'all.
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
I'm getting very excited.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Well, that's not the same. It's not the same as when you do it.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're an abnormality. Here you go, folks. Ooh, special ThatMan on Fatman quiz. We're going out with a quiz.
Ooh, okay.
Tweet us your answers. How many times do you get laid a week? On average. Because I know what our answer is.
Yeah, but let's keep it.
I know. Yeah, we don't want to. I know what our answer is. So I want to find out if we're below normal.
Can you do like
normal?
Can you do like a survey thing?
Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll send out a survey on the twits, on the Twitters.
Yeah.
But
I hope everybody's doing it a lot.
Yes.
I hope you guys are doing it like every day, like lots.
Don't lead the witness.
No, I just hope they are.
All right. Yes. That's a good stress reliever.
I hope you are. Because you all deserve to be doing it every day. And
because you're smart and good.
because you're smart and good.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Smiling, praying for some faith. Thoughts are drifting through my mind and filling it with fear. Is there something else out there, and just why are we here? Then I see the world will turn and we must be its guide. Crazy dreams and nonsense schemes, dawn comes, we must reply. Powers from our mother earth will blow us to our knees. While our souls do bind as one, come join us if you please, if you please. Reading moments one by one and smirking like a thief. Sleeping through another night and deepening our peace. Genesis and matches wake is coming from our sun. Living in this very moment, for this moment's done. But now I see the dawn will come and we are all its guide. Crazy dreams and nonsense schemes, the Godhead in the skies. Powers from our mother earth is all we'll ever be. All our souls do bind as one, come join us if you please, if you please. Join another person's eyes, we worship at our shrine. Bursting flowers into bloom, there's no such thing as time. Powers from our mother earth will blow us to our knees. Twisting, turning, minds are burning, join us if you please. And now I see that I am just beginning its demise. Flashing bits of comic light that vanish from the skies. Powers from our mother earth is all we'll ever be. All our souls do bind as one, come join us if you please, if you please. If you please. If you please.
There he is. It's that man standing over Blood Alley Square, protecting us all. Go get him, that man.